Hello, my name is Louis Talley with InSource Solutions, and today I'm going to be giving a brief introduction to element styles in the Orchestrographic library. So why would I want to use element styles? Element styles allow the application developer to apply consistency across the entire application or even multiple applications. Pretty much anywhere I'm using an Orchestrographic, I can tie an element style to it. They're very easy to manage. They can be managed individually or they can be managed in bulk. They're very easy to change. So a simple way to think of them is like a Microsoft Word heading in a Microsoft Word document. Let's see what that looks like in Microsoft Word, and then we'll dive in and see what it actually looks like in the Wonderware software. I've built a very simple Microsoft Word document just to illustrate the concept before we go into the Wonderware software. So I've typed the text at the top called "This is a heading." So you'll notice up here at the top the Styles menu. If I click on Heading, for instance, it changes the text. If I click on Normal Text and I say I want to make that an intense quote, I can click on that or change it back to strong or just change it back to normal text. So the general idea is I can just type my document and worry about formatting the style of it later. Now let's look at that inside of the Wonderware software. So now you're looking at all of the built-in element styles that can be configured in an Orchestrographic. So let's focus on the top, title. So over on the left is the name of the element, and over on the right is what a preview of it looks like. So a simple example would be if I wanted to just change what a title looked like. I could access that from within the IDE under the Galaxy menu, Configure, Galaxy Style Library, Element Styles. And you'll notice a listing of all of the element styles. Now they can be overridden, so just for dramatic purposes, the default for a title is Arial 14-point bold. So perhaps I want to change that to 26 and make it bright red, and let's make it blink for fun, and I'll click OK. Now these changes are dynamic, so as soon as I go back to InTouch, you'll see that the change has already occurred. So if I want to make modifications to element styles one at a time, I can very easily do that through the technique that I've just shown you. Or it can be done in bulk. So let's see how to do that in bulk. So it's accessed the same way from the Orchestra IDE under the Galaxy menu, except for this time we're going to select the import option. We're going to select the Galaxy Style Library. Now since I've already browsed to this, it remembers the last place that I was, but it by default is wherever I install the Orchestra framework in the bin subdirectory under the subdirectory known as Additional Element Styles. Now the ones you see are the ones that Wonderware provides, but what you'll notice is these are XML files. So from this XML file I can make modifications to this. So for instance, if I wanted to change what the title looked like, right, I could change it here in this XML file. So it's a structured file that will allow me to make the changes. Now the difference between doing it through the XML file and doing them one at a time is I'm changing the whole style library here. So if we change this, for instance, to the denim, if we go back and we look inside of InTouch, we'll see it's now taken the denim. So the biggest thing that you'll notice here is the background's blue, the text is back to the normal consistent size. So you can take advantage of this in your environment to apply these consistent styles across your graphical elements across your entire application. Thank you for taking the time to watch this. Do you have additional questions? Don't hesitate to give us a call or email us at the information listed on your screen. Thanks again for watching.